Hey, it's Devin Burke, your coaching guide to a peaceful night's rest. And in this training, I'm going to share with you what the best treatment for insomnia actually is. But I want to start by first talking about what we know doesn't work. First and foremost, we know popping dangerous addictive sleeping pills doesn't work. Sleeping pills, unfortunately, are way overprescribed. I am not anti-medication by any means. There's a time and place for these drugs, but unfortunately, this should not be the first line of defense for someone with insomnia because they are, number one, habit forming. They are, number two, have really serious side effects. And number three, they're really only meant to be a temporary solution that somehow they can become prescribed for weeks, months, years even, or jumping from one medication to the next. And really, they're addressing insomnia at the symptom level and not at the root cause level, which is what we're going to talk about in this video specifically. We know that trying sleep supplements won't solve insomnia. And there is a time and a place for sleep supplementation. It can help increase sleep quality, but it doesn't solve insomnia. Again, why? Because it's addressing insomnia as a symptom versus addressing it at the root cause level. What else? Reading sleep article after sleep article. We know this doesn't work. When we get obsessed over trying to fix, force, solve, control our sleep, it actually creates more anxiety, which then leads us to more of what we don't want. And also using alcohol or other drugs to fall asleep. Again, those may help in the beginning. Alcohol can help you fall asleep, but it disturbs quality of sleep, and then it can become habit forming, and it can become a real problem. Now, all these things that I just shared with you are really addressing insomnias as a symptom and not at the root level. So attempting to will and force yourself to sleep, we know doesn't work. Sleep is a natural biological process that happens when we allow it to happen. And when we try to force or control or manipulate or obsess over trying to fix, force, or solve it, and we're treating it with Band-Aids, these things that just address the symptoms without addressing the root cause, fortunately, we continue to experience what we don't want. So what does work? What does work? What works is addressing sleep challenges at the root cause level. And how we do that is actually through the practice of acceptance. Now, acceptance can be a very difficult practice to understand because we are trained our entire lives to be in resistance of what is. And what I mean by that is we're always looking for what's not right. And this is biologically programmed to help us survive. It's also culturally programmed to always be in the future or in the past. And when we're in the future, we have anxiety. When we're in the past, we have depression and regret. And really, when we practice acceptance, it brings us into the present moment and allows us to be with what is, which then allows the space to be created for whatever needs to be healed so that the body can do what it's designed to do, which is sleep. Now, let me explain a little bit more about acceptance. So practicing acceptance is a radical transformative way of being because it's not what we're, again, biologically programmed to do or sociologically programmed to do. And so we really have to go against our natural instinct or learn to work with our natural instincts to really embody acceptance and to make it a practice and to make it a real experience for us to then be able to allow our bodies to shift into that relaxation state so that it can do what it's designed to do, which is sleep. And so acceptance is simply truly being okay with what is rather than having any emotional charge about it. So emotional charge meaning judgment, good, bad, right, or wrong. It's really being in a state of neutrality and just being with what is in the present moment and realizing that whatever is in the present moment is really all you have. And it sounds paradoxical. It sounds like, what the hell am I talking about? But really, when you have the experience of acceptance, and I'll share with you what that experience is like and how you can kind of start to understand when you're in acceptance, it's transformational. And it's transformational not only for your sleep, but also for your life. So acceptance doesn't mean that you have to like what is. This is really important. Acceptance doesn't mean that you have to agree with what is. And acceptance certainly doesn't mean that you can't put forth effort into changing what is. And so it's really important to know that you can accept the present moment. In this case, you can accept that you're experiencing insomnia, and you don't have to like insomnia, right? You don't have to want insomnia to be here. But if you truly can embrace that that is what your experience is in the moment, it actually creates a space for your body to relax. And there's a difference between thinking that you're in acceptance intellectually and embodying acceptance. And how you embody acceptance is a practice. And it does take work, and it takes some training. And acceptance can feel like forgiveness in the body. So if you ever had something that you were holding on to, somebody hurt you, they did something wronged you, and you were holding on to that, and then you just let it go. You forgave them for whatever it was that they did. And you had this sense of lightness in your body. You had this sense of presence. That's kind of what acceptance feels like, even if you're in pain. And so again, this is something that needs to be practiced and needs to be understood. And this is just a quick, training on what acceptance is. But, really there's a whole another level of understanding and practice around how to truly live from this place. Another thing that we know works is stimulus control. This means not staying in your bed when you're awake, tossing and turning, because what that does is it anchors your bed and bedroom with stress and anxiety with tossing and turning. So removing yourself from the bed and bedroom by practicing what we call stimulus control is very beneficial for addressing and treating insomnia naturally at the root cause level. Another thing is sleep scheduling. So increasing your sleep pressure, your sleep drive, by making sure that you compress your sleep window is a very effective technique when you're practicing acceptance. And when you fully understand acceptance, this technique is very, very effective for treating insomnia naturally. So this video is full of different types of information. If you have questions on anything I went over in this video, please leave them in the comments below. If you like it, like it. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, share this with somebody that you feel like needs to hear it. And if there's anything we can do to support you, please reach out.